Good afternoon. My name is Alex Reyes. I'm a current student at LaGuardia Community College, and I'm originally from the Dominican Republic.
Good afternoon. My name is Victoria Katrina, and I'm originally from Peru, and I'm a major in media broadcasting.
Hi, how are you? My name is Iris. I'm originally from Paraguay, and I'm majoring at LaGuardia in Communications and Broadcasting.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Navas. I am from Venezuela, and my major is Media Studies. How would community college benefit or change the Chilean society?
Well, I think there's many benefits of a community college in the Chilean society, and I'm very excited that the leaders, the rector, the deans of Universidad Central are thinking about this idea and talking with businesses and talking with the government about it. Because Chile right now has a very traditional form of higher education. It's geared towards youth. So you take an exam when you're 16, 17, 18. If you score very high on that, you'll go to one of the prestigious universities and get a wonderful education. And it used to be that without a college education, you could get a pretty good job. You could raise your family, you could buy a home and a car. The world is very different now. We don't have manufacturing jobs like we used to. Agriculture is a very, very small part of what goes on. People still fish, but you only need a couple of people on a boat now, where you used to need dozens. So we're really in what's called a knowledge society, and people have to think and write and read in order to be gainfully employed. So you used to only have to educate 5 or 10% of your population. Now that number, I think, should be probably 40%. And in places like Ireland, where they really turned around their economy, 65% of the people who live there have a college education. So I think that's a high bar. But I think as Chile thinks about opening access to college, community colleges are a very good way to bring in many more people to an associate degree level. Now, some of those people, and hopefully all of the students here, are going to keep going. That you're not going to stop, and you'll go on and you'll get a bachelor's, maybe you'll get a master's, maybe you'll get a doctorate. I mean, I don't know where you're going to stop. But the other very exciting thing about a community college is it gives you that pathway. It opens that door. So both to educate more people, and you could stop after 2 years and you're all interested in media, and you probably have learned enough to really go out and really do a pretty darn good job in the workforce. So, and maybe that's what you want to do. And you're excited about that, you love the hands-on learning, and you want to be on TV, and I get to turn you on every night, and it'll be great. But for other people, they want to keep going. And so to have both that you could stop at the end of 2 years and have a great career, or you could keep going. That's the beauty, the flexibility of a community college.
How will setting up community college systems in South America, in this case Chile, will benefit the United States or LaGuardia?
Well, I think part of the role of an educated citizenry, as I hope we are, is to share your knowledge to the benefit of people. So part of it is a sense that as the world grows more prosperous and more knowledgeable, we benefit from that. There's a belief, a value system, that every time the community of the world gets more educated, it gets better.
Based on your years as a president of LaGuardia Community College, what will be one of the biggest accomplishments that you will be able to share with the colleagues in Chile?
I think one of the things we've been able to do is to really marry a commitment to our community with education. And we do that in multiple ways. One is that a lot of students come to us very well prepared to immediately start a college education. But many students come to us, and even though they have a high school diploma, they don't really have the skills that they need. They don't have the mathematics skills, they don't have the writing skills. And for many of our students, and you're all examples, it seems like for all of you, English was your second language, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. For many students who come to LaGuardia, it's also learning a language. So one of the things we've been expert in is taking people where they are and learning to help them move up the staircase, if you will, of getting better and better skills. And that takes a really special faculty, because many college faculty, they only want to take the best, and they don't really care if you learn, and they're going to stand up in front of the class, and they're going to tell you what they know, and they don't care. And our faculty are very different. They really want students to learn. And so one of the things I'm very proud of is the work that we do at very, very basic levels. Sometimes when people even don't have a high school diploma, and we go out into the community and we get people skills to get in jobs. But then we say, don't stop there. Keep going. And sometimes people, if they don't have a high school diploma, they get something called a GED, which is an equivalency. By passing an exam, we're like, okay, but don't stop there. I'll tell you one story, and that is we had graduation. We have graduation in September. One of the women who graduated was 65 years old.
Wow.
And she got her GED when she was 60. And then when she got the high school diploma, and she got it here at LaGuardia, everyone said, don't stop. And so when I saw her, I said, Anne, she said, I'm not stopping.
Have you thought of the idea of involving other community colleges in this project?
If Chile wants us to, I'm coming as a guest of Universidad Central, and there's certainly many other community colleges in the country who would be interested, who have connections with South America. Like us, we have Chilean students here. So if it's of interest to Chile, I think yes.
Do you believe that in the future this program could infiltrate other countries in South America?
Well, that would be exciting. I'll tell you a story. I was invited by the U.S. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice to go to a conference last summer. And we were in the State House, which is pretty fun. You see like Thomas Jefferson's real desk and things like that. And there were 100 college presidents from the United States and 100 from what I would call the developing countries in the world, which really means the poorer countries in the world. So they were mostly from Southeast Asia, Africa, Central and South America. The president of the country of Rwanda stood up, and he got up in front of these 200 college presidents from around the world, and he said, if you're going to be a viable society in contemporary world, you probably need at least 20% of your eligible population to have some kind of advanced degree. He said, at the rate we're going right now, it will be, and I can't remember exactly the number, but let me make up one, but I'm close. It's like 2060 before Rwanda is there. He said, but that's only if everyone who now has AIDS lives. But then he said something that really hurt me as much, which is, he said, but don't worry, we're going to have a great university, we're going to do great science, and I thought, you're putting all your money in the top, when you should turn the pyramid on its side, on its head, and you should put all the money in the bottom. That if you started something like a community college, don't focus on doing excellent education for the top 1%, you won't move your country forward. These concepts of higher education have to change, and that's why I'm excited to go to Chile, because they're at least thinking about that and imagining, well, what would that be like for our country?
Well, I think these were our questions, and we thank you very much for your time, and hope that this project turns out to be great in Chile.